we have a trailblazer who has been instrumental in shaping the industry, a core member of Global Consulting Group's leadership team. This individual's vision has been vital to the company's growth. Let's welcome Mr. Bhanu, co-founder of Global Consulting Group. Hi sir, good afternoon. How are you?
All good, how are you?
I'm great too, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
So this is a kind of a discussion we'll be having about you, your journey, your team, and your future plans. So we'll start with your introduction first. And please tell us about you.
So, my name is Bhanu, and me along with my other partner started with this firm called Global Consulting Group. Started around a year back, and our major focus is on tax services, and so we are not a tech startup as such, because that is what the startup is, but we are still, somewhere in the tax services, and we provide very niche tax services.
Okay.
We have been dealing with clients all around the world. We provide services in more than 20 plus countries in 5 continents now. And it's been from last 1 year, it's been a crazy ride for us. Ups and downs, from doing everything by ourselves to slowly building up teams and getting clients. So it's been a great journey, and now we are here.
Great, sir. Great. So moving ahead with another question. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind your startup journey?
I always wanted to do something, of my own. That was my main inspiration. I never wanted to do job as such. It was very clear right from beginning that, I am not a job person. In fact, I was working with Ernst & Young before, but it was a very small stint of 2.5 years.
Okay.
And then I realized that job is not for me. I should switch to some other career. Like, business was always the thing that I wanted to do. And I tried few things before this, but it was just, more like a trial phase only. But, some things click, and that's how you enter into that domain entirely.
Yeah.
Well, but by the way, the Global Consulting Group wasn't the reason why I left my job.
Okay.
But it just clicked and it went ahead.
All right. Okay. What challenges did you face in the early stages, and how did you overcome them?
Challenges were, I think we are still in very early stages of our, journey. The challenges, of course, is in the early stages is that you're doing everything by your own.
Yeah.
Like, you are accounts, sales, operation, even the office boy.
One man army.
Yeah, one man army. So everything is by your own, and what happens is that due to that, sometimes your own personal relationships and everything, they take a hit.
Yeah.
So it's those are the challenges that you have to face, but you have to maintain that line. What is the most priority at that point of time, and then that's how you proceed with it.
Correct. Agreed.
Yeah.
How do you create a productive work environment for your team?
Yeah, productive work environment. I think that's a very good question. That how do I create? Actually, you have to ask my team whether I create it or not. But productive work environment. I try to be very flexible with my timings. I'm more concerned about work being done rather than what time the employee comes and goes out of the office, or even they work from home. So that's how they should get their own personal space as well. There's a life outside of office as well. Although we as an entrepreneurs don't have it.
Yeah.
I still remember the time when I was starting this up. Even I used to pitch very extensively. Even when I used to get up, like 3 a.m. in the morning, just like that, I used to check my LinkedIn and emails at that time. So I was so much invested in this at that time. But since I'm an entrepreneur, I have to be.
Yes.
For employees, I'm very lenient about it. That after the job hours, it's no job.
Great. That's what I think every employee earns for.
Yeah, of course, they have their own personal life.
Yeah.
And that should be very different from their office life.
Correct. So, agreed. Moving to next question. What aspects of Office Square have been most beneficial for your startup's growth?
Office Square, of course, I think one of the biggest advantage of Office Square is what value they offer at what price. I always consider the value part very important, and everything offers value, but at what price?
Yeah.
Does it makes it valuable or a liability? Because I'm a tax person, so I keep talking that.
Okay.
But I think it offers a great value for money. Definitely in terms of office spaces they have, all the amenities they have, plus the connectivity.
Correct.
And plus at what prices we got, because we were the early entrants to this, so we got it at really fair deal.
Okay. One of our very first few clients.
First one. First one. We were the first entrants to the office.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. All right, sir. Okay. Can you share a pivotal moment in your journey that significantly impacted your business?
Significantly impacted our business. Yeah. So I think one of the key moments was Diwali last year, when we really got a very big order, and actually Diwali was good for us last year.
Oh.
And that's how we started with, like, we thought that we can make it work. We bought expensive databases, and we paid lot of amount for the databases. So Diwali was the thing that we really thought that we can make it work, because we got a large order and we processed it at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was, I think,
It was a happy Diwali. Sir.
it was literally a happy Diwali. And plus I think we deal with the biggest consulting clients globally.
Okay.
Yeah, and we deal with large network firms, so getting into engagements with them.
Yeah.
At one point of time, they were our dream companies to work with.
Okay.
But now we provide services to them. So that's how, these are the things that really makes you feel really happy about it.
Right. Agreed. Moving on to next question. How has being part of a dynamic community influenced your networking and collaboration opportunities?
Yeah, of course. I think one of the biggest advantage of co-working spaces is, meeting so many people of diverse backgrounds and plus, experiences, and plus meeting a lot of founders as. So in that way, it really does help. Like, of course, since we are a tax firm, so it helps us very directly. Everybody will require tax services.
Yeah. True.
So it helps us very directly for some, but I'm sure in whatever ways, you need to be friends with fellow founders also in this. Like, this is the process, because when you are starting something up, it is a very difficult process, and people have gone through that process. So it gives you a real insight of this entire dynamics of being a founder.
Correct. Very true. What role do modern amenities play in your day-to-day operations?
So, modern amenities, of course, network, and let me put it very simple. We cannot have any downtime in terms of our internet services. And, or we cannot have any downtime in terms of our, power supplies.
Correct.
So these are all things that matter. We cannot have a downtime when I'm having a call. So that is the reason that we prefer working in co-working spaces.
Yeah.
And plus, since we want to cut down on our budgets as well, and we get the best amenities in terms of large meeting rooms, we can have meetings, we can have a common area, and everything is there.
Yeah.
It's equivalent to having a bigger MNC like office.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Totally.
that is really helpful for startups like us.
Right. Very true. How do flexible workspaces help you manage your growing team?
First of all, they are flexible.
Yeah.
The biggest part is that they are flexible. Now, when we look to expand our teams, the first choice remains that we should shift to the next floor, because this is all occupied.
Yeah.
We should shift to the next floor, and plus, it offers a great amount of flexibility to employees as well. They can work from a different center, and they're all managed.
Yes.
So that is what really helps. So it is not in terms of flexibility only in terms of seating, but also in terms of different offices.
Locations.
Locations. That's a very critical advantage.
Yeah.
Somebody can work from Delhi, somebody can work from Noida, and they are all connected through this network.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Moving ahead. Can you describe an instance where your workspace environment inspired innovation?
Inspired innovation. I think Office Square is also a startup kind of a journey. It's a very things they have created in such short span of time.
Yeah.
It's really incredible, and as a founder, you always try to take inspiration from such people and plus the startups who have made such a lot of difference in such short span of time. Because of course, it's not an easy business to manage that much of real estate.
Correct.
Yeah.
True. All right. How do you balance work and relaxation to maintain productivity?
I wasn't able to, for a large span of time, I wasn't able to manage my work and my other activities. Because as I told you, initially when you're doing things, everything is by your own. And that is what causes the real trouble, when you're not able to manage between the things. But with time, as the team grows, there are different people, there are different departments to take care of different things. So your load becomes lesser and lesser. So that is the time when you start capitalizing on the things.
Correct.
Yeah. But before that, I think it's a mess. It's a total mess. It's a total mess that, we think that founders don't have a work-life balance. They don't have a work-life balance till a very considerable amount of time. And, you're so much invested in your idea. You're so much invested in your work that you're doing.
Yeah.
That, this is what you breathe every day.
Yes.
Like, nobody will be as interested in your idea as you will be.
Correct.
Yeah. So that is the reason why you're always invested in it, and you have to forgo so many things.
It's your dream.
It's your dream. It becomes larger than life.
Yes. True.
It becomes your, it becomes your child.
Yeah.
It's like that.
First priority.
Yeah.
All right, so moving ahead, what advice would you give to other entrepreneurs considering co-working spaces?
I think they should always explore co-working spaces as their first priority. There are multiple, first of all, in terms of cost saving, that is the biggest advantage that they provide. And that's a very direct advantage in terms of value. Of course, the flexibility is another big thing, because as a startup, you don't know how many people you will be requiring next month.
Correct.
So that is the thing that, it provides a flexibility. And you cannot have ample spare spaces as well in your private offices.
Yeah.
You will be losing on a lot of real estate, rentals and everything. So as the flexibility provides, and plus the networking opportunity, I think it's great. It's immense. Further, one more thing that I would like to considerably highlight on this part is that, you don't have to worry for small things.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry for the office boy. You don't have to worry for the cleaning, coffee and everything, So that is the best part.
Everything is
there. Everything is there. It's taken care of. You just need to work, and that's it.
Correct.
Yeah.
True, sir. How has the accessibility and location of your workspace impacted your business operations?
So this Office Square office is hardly 2 kilometers away from my house.
Oh.
So for me, it is a direct impact. I have to ask employees how do they feel about it. But of course, it's very near to the metro, and the connectivity in this area is just right on the outskirts of Delhi, I would say.
Correct.
So it's a very decently connected area. And I think it really helps once, of course, in terms of our employees don't have to travel that much, because they travel by public transport and they don't have to change multiple transport to come home. So that is one of the biggest advantages that they have, and they can work for late hours, or they can come up early in the morning. So I think definitely location has the biggest advantage to your workspace.
True, agreed. What is your favorite feature of your workspace and why?
Favorite feature of workspace? For me, I would say a pool table. It helps me to declutter, really organize my thoughts. Although it's a bit occupied these days, while we have to wait for a very long time. But definitely, I think pool table, I'm not a good player, but it really helps to declutter and really gel up with the team.
Yeah. All right. Last question. Looking back, how do you feel your workspace has contributed to your overall success and future plans?
Overall success. I think overall success in terms of we are able to hire people more efficiently in this, and of course there's a satisfaction amongst employees that they don't have to travel that far and they're getting good space to work in, and everything is available. It's a premium MNC space.
Correct.
So that is the reason why once your employees are happy, you are happy. That's how it is, and everything works well.
True, very true. All right, sir. That's all we had.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.